I am currently walking to a independent local cinema, supporting local small cinemas, because guys, how about the community? Do you know what I mean? And we're going to be watching a movie, and it's called Conclave, and it's supposed to be about like it's about the Pope that passed away, and it's like supposed to be a super interesting movie. It was either that or Wicked, and to be honest with you guys, I do not like musicals. I hate them so much. So the idea of sitting through Wicked for like nearly 3 hours sounds like, I don't like, I would rather pick the leaves off the trees than watch Wicked. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, that's so mean, but I can't do musicals, guys. It has a really weird smell. Chairs are quite cozy. It reminds me of like the bus chairs.
The Pope is dead. The throne is vacant.
What happened? They say a heart attack.
You know how rumor spreads.
This is what I've gathered from the movie. I don't know anything about like electing popes and whatnot. So then it's really interesting because throughout the movie, yeah, it's very suspenseful. It's a thriller. You are finding out like all of these, you know, ministers that want to become popes. Yeah, you find out like gossip about them. I know, right? I didn't even know there was Pope gossip. And so his job, the Dean, who is the main actor, at first I thought he wanted to be Pope, but he doesn't because he's got some issues going on with his own faith. Everyone is voting for the new Pope, but you have to have majority votes. So majority votes means I believe it has to be like 60% or above votes. So they've had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And every single time it's a new candidate that has the most, and then you find out gossip about them, and then they get kicked out, so they're not on the race. The movie is very interesting because I didn't expect the ending to be how it was going to be. It is a really good movie in the sense of like the cinematography, like the way that the movie was like recorded and edited, and the actors was exceptional. Storyline was also good. It's interesting. It didn't run too long. There was a couple of moments of boredom, but then I revitalized that with some new gossip that was happening. Do give that movie an 8 out of 10. Can't wait to see the next movie. I am quite hungry, but I'm not at the same time because I got a latte. And so whenever I have anything like milky, like I really like, it fills me up. So I don't know what the next movie is going to be. I think I'm just going to go to the next cinema that's like around the corner. By the way, this cinema is a community cinema. When I first walked into the cinema, it did have a stanky smell, bro. And most of the people that go to the cinemas are old people, if I'm honest with you, and I kind of get it why, because like there's not a lot of stairs, and the stairs like are quite like wide and like they're just quite wide, and like the seats are comfy except for my neck, guys. There was no neck backrest, so I was like, my neck was like this the whole time, and I had to like keep moving and stuff like that. But apart from that, I really enjoyed myself. I enjoyed that movie. I'm glad I watched that movie. I love thrillers, but it wasn't too thrillery. It was more suspense than it was thriller. Apart from that, guys, I will see you guys at the next movie. Hopefully I can eat some good food this time. I want to eat. Like, I just want to eat something. Guys, this is what I got. And then I got this. I got these. I got this spring water.
Deputy Harris, hope you like flying. Here's the bag for it.
Are you interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ?
Come on in.
We can't come inside unless another woman is present.
My wife is home. Does that count?
Great.
You like pie?
Yeah.
My wife has pie in the oven.
I could tell that you are a very spiritually curious person.
I think it is good to be religious, to find your faith in a doctrine you actually believe.
That movie was shocking, okay? One, I am so hungry, guys. I am so hungry. Honestly, guys, I feel like my body just has like a lot of salt inside. The movie that I watched right now, it was a psychological horror movie. I thought it was a thriller. Turns out there's a sociopath, yeah, a religious sociopath, yeah, who wants to prove that God does not exist and religion is nothing but control. The movie starts off with two girls, they're Mormons, they come from the Mormon church, and they have a list of like houses to visit that are interested in the religion. So obviously he's one of those houses, but obviously these girls, they don't know. So they enter the house, but with them, they have to have a female presence. So he was like, my wife, she's in the kitchen. You guys can come in. She's just making a pie. And then they were like, okay, fine. If your wife is there, we're going to come in and we'll leave. So obviously these girls, they sat down and he brings out some Coca-Cola with like some candle and the candle's turned. So he's having a conversation with them about, you know, he knows a lot about, he's a philosopher. So he's a person that knows a lot about religion. He spent a lot of time, he was a philosopher, like, at Universal, wherever he is, yeah. I don't think he was. I think he was just like mentally unstable. And then while they're sat there, the candle's going off, yeah. And then he was like, the girls were like, oh, can you call your wife? Because he starts talking about nonsense, really. Like, cool, I'll go and call my wife. He goes to one of the rooms and then like they are like thinking like, what on earth is going on? They can feel the vibe. One of the girls turns around the candle and the candle, you know what the candle says? Blueberry pie scented candle. So they just sat there confused and they're like proper like, you know, they're just really confused. You could tell that they're proper like sweet girls. And this whole thing was a game for him. He had like women locked up in chains in like downstairs basement. He killed one of the girls because she had like, you know, the contraception implant, and he thought that she was some sort of like a robot or something. And then he killed this lady by forcing her to eat the pie. But realistically, what he did is he actually killed the lady and someone just replaced her pretending to be her so that they can like be resurrected. So all of this, and then there was these two doors, believe and don't believe, where he was like, if you believe, go through that door. If you don't believe, go through that door. One of the doors would lead you to leave, you know, his house, because they found out that there's no exit. You can't leave the house and there's no like service. So then it's just like a, you know how they say it's just a whole load of mind games. It's a slow burner. At the beginning, I did find it quite boring, but once it got interesting, it did get interesting. The actor they had was Hugh Grant, which is a British actor. He did great, but you know when you know an actor for comedy and love, it just doesn't mix well. They should have got somebody else to do it. Like, there must have been another psycho looking person that they could have got. Honestly, they could have. Him, it just didn't mix well. He was a bit creepy, but it was like forced creepiness. You know what I mean? Overall, I do, like, honestly, can I be like honest with you guys? I do think this is a 6 out of 10. I just think that they could have done better. I'm gonna go and watch one last movie. I think this one, I'd rather have an actiony kind of movie. There's a bar.
Joy, you could rule the world.
I know what you're thinking.
What are you looking at?
Guys, it's midnight. That movie was like a Santa movie. Like Santa got kidnapped by this witch, and then the witch used to date Santa's brother, who created the naughty list. And then like The Rock again, imagine, I've seen The Rock movie twice. Like, he's making racks. Like, good on you. You don't even look like you age. And then obviously he is Santa's like security guard. So The Rock went out and saved the day, and Santa did his shop, and the witch, you know, ended up in like some sort of like a glass thing. It was quite, did I get a fine? No, I never. And then it was like, one sec guys, it's absolutely freezing and I just want to be in bed. Today has been long. Oh, it is cold. Okay, so we could talk about it. So that movie was a good movie. I would rate that movie an 8 out of 10 because it was quite entertaining. The food was great. The pizza cost me like £8, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a frozen pizza that was stuck in the oven quickly. But when you're hungry, you're hungry. I really liked the sundae. It was like a mint chocolate sundae. It had Oreos, it had wafers, it was delicious. Like, that was worth every penny. The lemonade was okay. I love the fact that the chairs are so soft and they come to you. you. So you order from like a waiter will come to you and he will ask you, and then the waiter will bring you your food. The chairs were cozy. There was 2 pillows. It was a good experience. Like this cinema was the most expensive cinema I've been to. It was £17. Let's just say that the cinema scene in the UK really need to up their food. Honestly, they do. It's like, where's the selection? Like, do you want people to just come there and eat? Like this, every man is smart because like they have food and everyone ordered food. Every single person ordered food. There was a group of boys that ordered burgers and the burgers were this big. They were humongous. So I would highly recommend, like, you know, cinemas, like, to have a variety of food, and maybe halal food. That'd be great. Maybe if you can have like a breakfast menu for the, you know, people that want to come in the morning. Maybe a croissant or something. I don't know. I'm just like really, really hungry, guys, and I feel like my body is very, very salty. I'm gonna go home, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.